Good morning. My voice seems to be kind of weird again today. Morning voice, I guess. Good morning, good morning. My name is Kerri Wade, and I am a Reiki Master Teacher and Karuna Reiki Practitioner here in Chandler, Arizona. I also do hypnotherapy. And yesterday, I had a reflexology class. Oh, this is really cool. I love this class. I know here in the Valley, we have all of these different reflexology businesses, like little, almost like little massage business type things. Hi, Shelly. And I've had reflexology before one time, and it's been, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago maybe. My friend Pam took me. Your friend too, Shelly. And it wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, it was nice and stuff, but it was more like, I don't know what it was. It was really different. It wasn't what I was familiar with as far as reflexology. There was some footwork, but other stuff too. So anyway, the reflexology that I was familiar with and the way the class that I took is more about working with the feet specifically. Can also be done on the hands. And yeah, I know, I think she took everybody. Pam loves the reflexology places. It was nice, don't get me wrong, it was nice, but it just was different than what I expected. But this is based on the whole theory that the feet, parts of the feet are related to different organs and systems in your body. This is kind of a cool picture where you can see the body is in the middle, and basically we take the body and put it like a hologram over the foot. And you can see that a lot of these systems are at corresponding places in the foot. And it's really fascinating that it goes on like a zone theory. And I'm going to read just a little bit here from one of my handouts. The premise of reflexology is through stimulation of reflex points on the hands, feet, and other regions. Through those that we can directly affect the function of organs internally. We call areas of the feet, hands, etc. that correlate with the other body parts reflex points. This is said to occur because energy can travel through the 10 zones of the body through the nervous system. And it's kind of interesting. The instructor, Jimmy, he was great, but he took a nickel and he placed it like around, maybe like around here on his wrist. And he asked, you know, how many nerve endings are right there in that space underneath that nickel? And I think the answer was about 200. And then he went up his arm higher and did it again. I'm sorry, about 300 down here. Went up his arm higher, and it was actually around 200. And as you move across, it's actually fewer nerve endings. But you put that nickel on any spot on the bottom of your foot, and the answer is about 2,000. So we have lots of nerve endings in our feet. And so it's stimulating different places on the feet to affect different organs in our bodies. And it works very much the same way that acupuncture works or acupressure. Only we're doing it just on the feet. So it's kind of interesting, you know, if you look at the bottom of the foot, basically, it's, you know, just imagine a body over this. So like the fingertips are more representative of like the head, this area of our body. Then you go down and we have like the torso, and you go down and you get to the solar plexus, and down you're more into the sacral chakra, your stomach and intestines, and then your root chakra is going to be down like your hips. And so it's really kind of an interesting theory, and I hope I'm relating all of those correctly. Zone theory suggests that energy travels in 10 vertical pathways through the body, and this is actually the work of Eunice Ingram, who was the one who originally mapped all of this out. But you see the body, I don't know if you can see like the lines running through. These are the same as the energy meridians in your body. and often referred to as Western energy theory. This theory indicates how body segments may reflect or refer to each other. For example, the hips and shoulders on the same side reflect pain and dysfunction as energy travels through the same zone through each region. And so, oh, there's Connor barking for his breakfast, I'm sure. My mom just got up, I think. She and Jax were still sound asleep. I slept later this morning too. I was really exhausted, but I didn't have to be up and out of here somewhere early, so that was nice because I got work to do today. Boy, oh boy, do I ever. So anyway, some benefits of reflexology include increased energy and well-being, and aids in relaxation, improved blood circulation. So if you have cold hands or feet, that's a blood circulation indication. As far as aids in relaxation, you know, it's great for those people whose brains are always on, that never shut up. And, you too. Oh, needed extra sleep today? I think that's what? I missed it, sorry, Shelly. Okay, so improved blood circulation, improved nerve sensation. So things like neuropathy or diabetes. It provides preventative care. So if you are taking like a lot of different medications, or if you self-medicate with alcohol or recreational drugs, this can really help you with that process to let go. Anybody going through who has maybe gone through a rehab program and is still working their program, but they've already gone through the actual program, and they're clean and sober, you know, that is the candidate that I do work with. If you're in the middle of an addiction, that's not something that I typically work with. There are other people that are much more qualified and able to help you than I. But if you are working a program and your body is still trying to detox, this releases those toxins, and so it's beautiful. Aids in the removal of waste. And so if you are often tired or exhausted, or you keep getting sick over and over, you're just constantly getting something, you've got stuck toxins in your body, and this can help to relieve those. It improves your energetic balance, your chi, or ki as they say in Japanese, and prana in India. It improves that balance, and it helps you cope with stress in that way. It effectively aids clients who can't otherwise receive Swedish massage. So if you're not able to have Swedish massage because of like maybe a chronic illness or high blood pressure, unmanaged high blood pressure, if you're taking blood pressure medication, you're fine getting massages typically. But if you had a high blood pressure and you aren't taking anything, this can be helpful for you in those circumstances. And it may address all or one body system. So, you know, if you just have one thing going on, it can help. We can address just that one issue. I also have this wonderful chart. You can find these charts at different places. The bookstores have them, or Amazon. But it points out what each different thing relates to, which organ, what systems in your body, and what body parts, like, you know, if you're having shoulder issues, there's a spot for that. Hip joint, there's a spot for that. Sciatic nerve, there's a spot for that. Knees, head, brain, teeth. And it goes all the way through, you know, pituitary gland, throat, nose, neck, cervical spine, thyroid or bronchia, esophagus, solar plexus. That was a spot that was a sore spot on me yesterday, and I didn't even know that. And so, you know, it shows me where to tune in and what I need to work on for myself. So it's pretty cool stuff. And I will be adding this to my Reiki sessions to address any needs like that. I bookmark came out of my book. I got it from a spot. 21st today, right? And so, yeah, it's kind of cool stuff. And I do plan to integrate that into my healing modalities, which, you know, is not just when I do Reiki, it's not just Reiki. Typically, sometimes it is, but I almost always use a little bit of polarity for balancing. I oftentimes will use a little cranial sacrum. And now I'll be using a little bit of reflexology as well. So, I'm excited about it. It was a great class, and there were 6 of us in it, all females, and the instructor was male. And we just had a great time. We got lots of time learning the techniques and being able to do it with each other and have it done to us. So it's pretty cool. On to the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. Today's chapter is called A Silent Teacher. Only when I stop collecting evidence do the stones begin to speak. Ooh, this is gonna be good. You know, I'm a learner. I'm a learner. I could be a lifelong college student. I love going to school. I want to speak to something very dear and obvious that has taken me my whole life to truly learn. We have touched on it elsewhere. More than knowledge, which I believe in, it involves knowing. I have always been a reader. The worlds opened by honest voices throughout the ages have saved me from confusion and loneliness time and time again. I have also spent roughly 40 of my 49 years in school, either as a student or a teacher. Not by chance, however, the classroom has enlarged over time to the living of life itself, and the teaching has involved less and less instructing and more the asking of simple things, the secret of their... I'm having a hard time seeing, it's kind of dark in here. And more the asking involved... Start that sentence over. And the teaching has involved less and less instructing and more the asking of simple things, the secret of their simplicity. Okay. But what I really want to say is that, astonishingly, the reward for truth after all this way is not justice or knowledge or expertise, though these things may happen, but joy. And the reward for kindness is not goodness or being thought well of or having kindness returned, though these things may happen too. No, the reward for kindness as well is joy. After the hard years of getting a doctorate, after studying on my own hundreds of sacred texts from so many different paths, I have learned that the blessing for experiencing oneness is not the strength or clarity that arrives with it, but more deeply a peace from dividedness. Whether resting on a hospital bed when the pain has stopped, or waking in my lover's arms as her fingers ease the worry from my head, or falling asleep with the words of someone long dead lying open on my lap, the bareness of truth and compassion is the same. It returns me to a simple, if rare moment in which thinking and feeling and knowing and being are all the same. It is this enlivening moment, so hard to find and so elusive to hold, that is my silent teacher. So here's our exercise. Ready? Close your eyes and bring into focus one thing you know from reading or studying that has helped you. Note where it comes into your awareness. Does it come alive in your head, in your heart, or in your stomach? Bring into focus one important thing you have learned from living. Note where it comes into your awareness. Where does it come alive? Without judging either, note the sameness or difference and how these knowings live in you. That's awesome. I'm going to try that. Because, yeah, I'm one that I really feel like I have to learn from someone else, like, in a classroom or a one-on-one teacher or books or videos or whatever it may be. But then to really learn it, to really understand it, is more experiential. I have to experience it myself. And I love it when I get those nudges to do those things, to just go with it and put it out there. Maybe I'm getting a message to share with my client, and I have that human thought of, are they going to think I'm a wackadoo? Because this isn't a message from me. But I have to give it to them. And sometimes I'm guided not to. But when I do, it's so amazing to me the experience that they then have from that. So trusting what you have learned and know to be the truth in you, and to put it out there and actually experience it. I mean, those are two very different things. So this card right here is shipping out of me. Let's just do a little postcard from Spirit today, eh? Colette Baron Reed, postcards from Spirit. This is Friday, so here's our Friday message. Yay, Friday. Dear you, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Right now, the advice we have for you is this: try something new. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take that first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did, because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. Wow, gee, that wasn't synchronicity or anything, was it? Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm so excited. My AC is getting fixed on Sunday morning. Who hears of an AC company that wants to come and put in a new compressor at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning? Thank God. Mars Mechanical is the name of this company. And I have to say, I'm impressed. They have gone the extra mile. So that is so funny how that's like an anomaly nowadays. And, what used to just be the normal thing to do, it's not so much anymore. So anyway, I'm very pleased. I'm very impressed. And I'm so excited to get back into a regular schedule. And, because this has kind of messed me up this week. It's really messed me up this week. And I'm so thankful I've had a place to to be and to sleep and to bring my doggy because, you know, I don't know how people do it without. But you know, it's thrown me kind of out of my routine. I haven't been able to take in clients this week, and because nobody really wants to come and do like hot Reiki. Maybe I could think of a new service, hot Reiki or hot hypno. Like hot yoga, but I don't think so, not so much. So anyway, back to normal routine hopefully on Monday. And thank you for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And I'm not sure what time it'll be Sunday morning, because like I said, I'm meeting them at 6. And there's my dogs. The dogs are here. Hi, Meatball. Okay, we're in trouble. Love you guys. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.